Okay, so you're telling me that you're not getting leads. I talk to gyms all the time, and the biggest complaint is I'm not getting new members, I'm not getting leads coming in the door, I'm not getting people calling us, I'm not getting enough contact forms coming into my email. The root problem is you don't have a real marketing and sales department, like at all. Some of you people don't even have websites. So if you're trying to have a business and you're trying to generate leads, there's multiple parts that have to be accomplished to have a real marketing and sales department. There's a lot to it, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm going to give you step by step exactly what it is right now, and it's going to make a lot of sense. So here's the first thing. Number one, you have to have a content team, or you can just call it the content phase. So let's just do that to keep it simple. Let's call this the content phase. What are we marketing? What are we trying to sell? How are we trying to sell it? Who are we targeting? All that good stuff. How are we going to put it together? What's the package? The descriptions. So a description would be something like, would you do this? ? And then once you open it up, it's a 20% off sale of something that you're selling, a new program or a special event or a birthday party or a camp or whatever your products are. You obtain footage. So maybe pictures, videos. So these are pics and videos. So you have the description, the best summer camp in Newtown, Georgia, whatever. And then you have to obtain some footage of that summer camp. You have to get some pictures of kids smiling and so on and so forth. The next step is to take it to the multimedia phase. The multimedia phase is where they take the footage, and they take the pictures, they take the descriptions, and they make infographics. Those are like little digital flyers that you can post on social media, that you can put in an email blast, that you can print. They also create, maybe, if this is part of your campaign, a video advert. So these guys will take the footage from the content phase and then create something great out of it, okay? And then the next phase it has to go through is posting it on your website. So this is called the web dev phase. We're getting closer to explain why websites are incredibly important. Good websites too, real websites. So the web dev phase is where they take this description, they take this footage, they take the pictures, they take the infographics that was created in the multimedia phase, they take the video advert that was created in the multimedia phase, and they put it on your website and they make it a landing page. So you might have your main websites, like your homepage or whatever, that has your information, has call to action links and all that good stuff. Remember, we're designing a campaign right now. This is like the starting line of a campaign. So content, multimedia, now it's in the web dev phase for the campaign. So you take this stuff, you create your landing page. The landing page is where someone sees your advertisement online. Maybe they see it through social media, maybe they see it through a Google search, maybe they see it on Instagram, maybe they see it on YouTube, and then they go, wow, that's interesting, and they click on something. What is that thing they click? You don't want it to be your homepage, because they might just get lost in there when that particular thing you're trying to sell, like summer camp or something like that, is hard to find on that homepage. So instead you make a particular landing page that takes you directly to what you're trying to sell, directly to what that campaign is. And within that campaign, you have to have something called call to action links. And call to action links is where it's designed specifically so it's extremely easy for that person that's interested, that prospect, that lead, to write their email, to write their phone number, their cell phone number, and to write a little bit more about them so you can qualify them and sell to them through the sales funnel we talked about in the last video. So, are we done yet? Absolutely not. Let's check it out. Let's go to the next phase. The next phase is when you post it on your favorite social media. So let's think about social media. It's really three parts, 3 platforms. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, and you have YouTube, okay? And what you want to do with this is you want to post on all 3. So you post on Facebook, you post on Instagram, and you post on YouTube. That's taking whatever the descriptions that you got from content, the infographics and the video advert you got from multimedia, and then the landing page links and the call to action links you got from web dev, and then you post it on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And it's posted correctly. You got to know some techniques, proper hashtags, proper keywords, but it's not done yet. Now this is another one of your favorites, right? The next one, the digital marketing phase. And so what digital marketing is, it's like a buzzword everyone throws around, digital marketing, but no one really knows what it means. These are the people that knows how to take all this stuff that's online, all the web stuff, and they target people through demographics, through keywords, through hashtags. They also target people that have certain interests in things like gymnastics, or they're interested in cheer, or it's they're interested in leotards, or they're interested in certain types of clothes. You target their interest, okay? So that's what digital marketing does. And they do it through PPC campaigns. It's called pay per click. I'm sure you've done this before. You post social media, you boost it. The people that are in this phase should know exactly how to boost it properly to get the most engagement and to make sure it goes through your funnel. The other thing they do is search engine optimization. So they make sure that within your landing pages, within any of your posts, it has the proper keywords so when people search it, they can find it easily. And there's one more phase for every campaign. The sales and analytics phase. Sales and analytics. All right, so that's making sure that someone's at the end of this actually taking the calls, actually doing follow-ups from whatever campaign you're trying to sell. We used an example of being camps, your summer camp. So this phase is where you provide analytics. Okay, we got this many clicks, we got this many impressions, we got this many interest forms, we got this many follow calls, we got this many positive contacts, and we got this many bottom line sales. The actual number of sales you need, which is the absolute bottom line, of course. Once it hits here, that's reaching the end of the campaign. And the campaign's done, and then you start over with another campaign, okay? So these are all phases. So how do you do this? Is this gonna be you? Okay, you're the business owner, you write the content, you create the multimedia design, I doubt it. You create the web development part, doubt it again, you're probably not a web developer. You post it on social media, yeah, maybe you can do that. You make sure it's digitally marketed. Well, maybe you can do it, but you're not gonna do it right because you're not a digital marketer, you're a business owner. And then you do all the sales and analytics. Well, maybe you can do the sales if you're at the front desk or you pick up the phone, but are you gonna be doing all the follow-ups? Probably not. Are you gonna be doing the analytics? You might not even know how to find it when it comes to clicks and impressions and things like that. So how do you make this happen? Well, we recommend getting teams of people. Find maybe 5 or 6 people and split them up into teams. These people do the content. These people do the multimedia. Get a guy that knows how to video edit and create infographics. This guy does the web development. These people do the social media. This guy or this team does digital marketing, and this team or this guy does sales and analytics. Okay, so you can start small just by having just a few people, but eventually it turns into a team of 6. Okay, so that's a real marketing sales department, and I'll show you a real life example. So take a look here. A little sneak peek of Stars and Stripes. So you see here, we have a lot of campaigns within our whip. So we have about, let's take a look. We use a particular software to organize our campaigns. We have 11 campaigns that we're currently running right now. So a summer camp campaign for our gymnastics, ninja, and climbers aerial silks classes. We already finished the content creation phase. It went to the multimedia design phase, the web development phase. Now it's actively being posted on social media, actively posted on digital marketing, and active in sales. And then you can see all the different brands that we have, that we market. And you see we have timelines, we have goals, and we just go down what is called the Kanban. Once this is done, you go to the next. Once this is done, it goes to the next. And that's basically how you do it. That's how you run a real marketing sales department. I have a feeling you don't have a website, or if you do, it's not a real website. You're not getting anything from it. You're not getting any leads from it. You're probably scaring away people. I have a feeling that you post on social media all the time, but then none of it's engaging, none of it brings value to anybody, none of it's stimulating. So what are you doing on that Facebook? Probably nothing. You're using it for fun. Maybe sometimes you boost a post, hey, 20% off, but that content, where did that content came from? Is it content that's would actually be a clickbait? Is that content gonna make people click on it? Is that content gonna make people wanna view what you have posted? Probably not. But if you divide your campaign in the way I showed you earlier, you can actually hyper-focus on your content, hyper-focus on your multimedia. What are you putting out there? Hyper-focus on making sure your web development is done properly to promote that campaign. Hyper-focus on your social media, digital marketing, and then get people actually on the phone and being real closers. Watch the video about how to close sales in a class-based industry, turning your admin into sales reps. It has to be done this way if you want to grow rapidly. It has to be done this way if you want to grow at all. But you need some type of methodology. You can't keep doing what you're doing because it's not working. Change the game, do something different, and then you can grow exponentially. Okay?